little while since we've done a circle. And I want to remind you, the way the circle works is whoever's holding the baton is the person who's talking. And so right now that's me, right? When you get the baton, please take a lot of care with it. It is specially made for the length of my arm. You can get these measured and you go to a special shop. And it's sort of like in Harry Potter when you get like a wand, it's kind of like that. They're like, oh, no, you need this one. No, you need that one, with the dragon tail or something. Okay, dragon heart string. There you go. This has a phoenix feather inside of it. So cool, like Harry Potter. Okay, now listen. So when you get it, please be very careful. But that means that you'll be coughing, right? Before we go around though, I have to play something for you because it's super beautiful. Okay? And I would like you, the rule is that you can't make any sound at all. So that means no shuffling, no moving your feet around, no jingling, no any of the things that I hear right now. So get comfortable in a position that you think you can remain in for a good 2 minutes straight, okay? So that you'll be sitting like a rock.
Does laying on the floor count?
No.
Is laying on the ceiling count?
As soon as you're done, I can start. As soon as you're done, I'll start.
Each year for each year.
Alright, so I want to start by saying to you guys a few things. First of all, I just want to say thank you, because I know that school is hard, and life can be kind of hard when you're a teenager and you've got a lot going on. You've got extracurriculars, you've got homework, you've got just a lot. I know you're very, very busy. And I really appreciate all the hard work you've been putting forth this year. I've seen a lot of you come in during lunch or after school to meet with me or to work with friends, to practice your music. I see a lot of instruments going home, and I know that you're spending a lot of time for orchestra, and I really appreciate it because for all of us in here, that makes such a difference when we're all totally committed and we all know our part so that we can really focus on making something truly musical. And I just want to say that I think last night we had some really nice, truly musical moments where people in the audience were thinking, wow, those are high schoolers. This is really incredible. And I had some people come and tell me that. They were really impressed with you guys. I had other music teachers come and talk to me about it. I had administrators. I had parents. I got a couple emails from people last night saying, OMG, the orchestra sounds so good. And I just want to share that with you because you should know that all that hard work really paid off. And I appreciate it, and everybody in here, I think, appreciates that too, because it makes this class such a much better place for all of us to be. So I want to just start off by just saying, let's just share something that we're proud of. It could be something specific from last night's concert. It could be something that you've been working on this year in orchestra. It could be like a specific technique or a part of a piece. Something that you feel like just proud of from your experiences at our concert. So here is the baton. I'm going to pass it around to Kyra first. And you guys remember the rule is only the person with the baton's talking.
Something I'm proud of, I guess, is basically I never really fully went through it, I guess, with another person who played my same part. So I feel like I was pretty in sync with the other bases. I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud of getting a bow in the right spot where it's supposed to be in the pieces. I'm proud of to play here in American Opera. Yes.
I'm proud of how we played Dancing with Tumblers. I thought we did really good at that concert.
I was proud of Daisy Dricka because we never played it with a bell or anything before, so it came out pretty good for not playing with it anyone else before.
I'm just proud that you actually did not fall. You were worried about that and you didn't.
My
You
legs
did
were
good.
shaking.
I know, but you did well.
I'm proud that I think all of the sections, were very together and all of the sections had their stuff together, which I think enhanced the whole concert.
I'm proud of that we didn't really practice with the Philharmonic, but we still were on time with them for music lessons.
I'm proud of the first violins and how we were standing and not usually comfortable with how we were, because we didn't play it standing up and playing with the other group, so.
I didn't expect it to go that well, personally, if we're being fully honest here, but it did go well, so proud of that.
I was expecting us to really mess up his Eureka or whatever with the Philharmonic because we didn't practice together. So.
I'm proud of the Envision curriculum. At least it sounded somewhat tolerable.
Well, see, gotta give a little backstory on this one. Every concert, I most of the time lose grip on my cello, and it falls out of the rock stop. This time it did, but I didn't make any noise.
You got this?
I feel like the viola section has learned to work together a lot better since the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I'm proud of when the violas played during the Eureka.
I'm proud that we played it.
I guess I'm proud of myself and a few others that there wasn't as much anxiety before, I guess. I was more calm and I guess I thought I knew the piece well enough.
I'm proud of how far we've gotten because just listening to like recordings from last year and from this one, there's just a big difference.
Well, I kind of have two things. I'm proud of myself this year because of the fact that like I memorized a lot of for when Bridget Rika and then into the tumblers. I memorized a lot to be able to look at the front row and Miss Colvin. And then I'm really proud of the front row. I don't know, can't remember specifically who you all are, but y'all really stepped up to the plate and were really good leaders, and I'm just really proud.
I'm impressed at how we played the Basie Vega together. We're like a huge family. We should do this more often, probably for next conference.
I'm proud of how you get the loops during the conference.
I have a lot of disappointing things to say, so I can do it. It's okay to say. But I am proud of everyone.
Guys, you really have a lot to be proud of, and I thought Dance Tumblers went really well. There was a lot of really good energy. Big sound, really big sound, especially compared to the beginning of the year. We will listen to it in a second. Now, even though there were a lot of things that went well, in every concert, there's always mistakes that happen, right? And I made a bunch of mistakes last night, lots of little ones. I'm not even going to admit to you the biggest one that I made because I'm just hoping that you didn't notice. So here's another mistake that I made though. I wish that we would have spent more time tuning during rehearsal because that was kind of dumb that we had to tune for so long on stage.
You said you were going to tune and you never did.
Oh, that's yeah. So that was part of the problem maybe.
I used my app, but I know the system.
Well, you were in tune. You were in tune.
I was?
Yes. You were in tune. But you know, guys, I really wish that, you know, that's on me that we didn't tune more carefully. And I really should have taken the time and it's making me realize the next time around I'm going to make sure that like we all bring tuning apps and we all like tune individually and then we tune all together so that we don't have like crazy out of tune strings because that was a little bit funky.
Haywire.
If you made a mistake, you can share it if you would like or pass it on.
I know at the end of Tumblers, we really practiced trying to get a loud sound, but I feel like I sort of got off track for a little bit and then kind of forgot to crescendo at the end. And I feel like I just did that a little bit better.
During part of the tremolo, I kind of got like confused with how many I've done.
Doing the Tumblers goes off for a few seconds. I think I just need to work on practicing more at home. There's obvious mistakes that probably made at the concert, but I just can't think of them. But I think practice.
I made multiple mistakes, and I don't want to label them also here. The first time that we went through the E, G, A, my fourth finger slipped down to a high G and made a wonky noise. I think I did some of those. Yeah, I got really nervous. There's the ones that was like, my hand was sweating.
I like let the nerves get to me, and like something that I would have regularly done with a lot of ease was like just more challenging, or I messed up like a little bit because I was nervous.
I think my biggest mistake was my bow. Just like a sinking thing.
Your mistake falling out.
Oh no, I played.
I don't know what happened.
What
Just
side
so
was
you
it
guys
coming
know
out
what
of?
happened with Bryn is
Oh,
that
it exploded.
her bow exploded before the concert, and so she had to use my bow.
The reason that happens is because like there's like a glue they use, and then that probably either you kept tightening your bow too much, or it just like
Well, what
the
happened-
glue loosened up and it came
At
out.
Blue Lake, like plus the humidity and then cold at Blue Lake, my bow did the same thing. So it was just weather maybe.
Something that I could have worked on was when I was doing pizzicato and like switching to my bow clicker.
Measures like 22 and 23 of Beijing Reka, I kind of like relate on Yesenia a little bit for that part because
I still
Didn't
had
bring your
nothing.
music, how about that one?
I purposely didn't use my music.
Well, I messed up the first two measures of K.
I messed up the entrance and ending of Beijing Rika, at least for the cello part. I mean, I don't remember too many problems with Dance of the Tumblers, but Jacob could probably name all of them.
I look how one of you,
We as a whole need to work on intonation.
I remember when we were tuning, I was asked to do a C, and I was told to like bring it up a little higher, and I kind of blanked and forgot which way to turn my peg.
And I think Dance of the Tumblers, we didn't really do the crescendo, and I don't think I did that, and I could have been louder at the end.
In Fiji, makeup, I accidentally skipped a whole downscaling section.
For when I made a mistake not to bring cough drops on me. And then I tried skipping a measure and a half of rest to Dance of the Tumblers.
I think so much rush the big in Beijing Rika, we could improve it. Yeah.
Name them. Start with the list.
We don't have 5 days.
I like Beijing
Like, he said as a whole. Oh, no, he made no mistakes.
I fidgeted a lot while you were coming on stage, and I frequently lost tasks just looking around while I played.
I just want to point out though, even though we just like, almost all of us named something that we did wrong, collectively, it was so good that I didn't notice half the things you guys just mentioned. And I was standing right there in front. And so, you know, just know that the audience didn't notice most of that. So you can be really, really proud of your collective sound. On that note, no pun intended.
Oh my God, okay.
On that note, could you please, we're gonna.
Bryn goes, you're in trouble now.
Oh. All right.
Like this control us.
We did as bad.
I'd like to go around now one last time and just think about someone right now in this room who you admire. And throughout this term, could have been from the concert last night, but it could have been any other time in class, getting ready for the concert. Somebody you think who is doing a great job. Maybe they're leading their section. Maybe they're just working hard. Maybe they've improved a lot. Something's going really well. Maybe you just admire the way that they play musically. Something along those lines. I'll start off. I actually have a whole section that I want to give a shout out to. That's the cello section. I feel like the cello section just grew a lot over the last couple months. And started off with just, you know, a lot of intonation problems and things like that. And really changed, and I was really proud how every single one of you came in strong and confident and held. You were the glue for our concert on Tumblr. So thank you so much for all your hard work on that, cellos.
I guess I admired the way that players have the concert master yesterday. I know she was really nervous, but I think she did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I was gonna say Claire really good at leading the section.
I think the candidates were correct chair.
Yes, Claire. I also think that the viola section did really good at playing together.
I think Erin really got you with all my stress, and then Sierra, because I heard her behind me, and she's really what kept me in check.
More than one thing. First of all, Olivia, because like we're stand partners, and whenever I'm not playing so well, you step up, and like vice versa, so we got each other. And of course, Claire, you led the orchestra really well, and I always like looked up at your bowing. And then Bryn also, because like you started off in the back of the room, and then you worked your way up, and you're good. And the viola section this year is really strong, and like we have a really good viola section.
Okay, I think the violin section, first of all, because they had to work through so much stuff at the beginning, but they just kept doing it and eventually got it, and they just didn't give up on it. Well, for the most part. I think Lyra, because she really kept me in check too when we were sitting in the front. I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
The cellos, because in Dance of the Tumblers we had some parts where we would play with them and they would be playing the same part as us. The bass was really good. And Beijing Eureka, that was
I admire this game, because, I don't know.
No, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm saying Judah. He may mess around in class, but in concert he actually gets much, much better.
Okay, I got two things. I admire Jaden for not using music, like, at all. Wow. And not sounding completely. And another thing, I admire Tyler in the Philharmonic because he's the only male violinist there. That must put a lot of stress on him.
I guess I admire both Bryn and Lyra because they're good section leaders.
I admire Bryn because she, like during rehearsal, even though her bow was breaking, she still used it, and she's a really good stand partner. I also admire Stella because like she gets nervous before a lot of these, and she still does really good.
I have two people, Lyra and Claire, because Claire and Lyra I've like grown up with kind of, and I've just watched them grow into like these really important and good players, I guess.
I admire all of the section leaders because it just seems like kind of a lot of stress having to lead not just your section, but like also other sections too.
Well, first I admire Anna because she had to put up with me last year and she could just like always make me feel better before a concert and always convince me that I could do something I really thought I couldn't. I admire Tyler because from what I've seen, he's a really persistent player and he just doesn't give up on himself. And Elijah for keeping me in check half the time when I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
I admire Will because he's a really good dance partner and he always works with me.
I admire Pablo.
I gotta say Katie, because she's very good at counting, and I can always rely on her if I'm off track to get back on beat.
If we can throw it around the circle once more. Do you have one more person to add? Sure. Not throw. I mean, like every possible.
Yeah. Why isn't anybody clapping, guys?
Really fun. And also Sierra through the concert, like I make some mistakes, you keep me in check, and you in check, and stuff like that. And also Jaden, I think he really improved too.
I know.
Orchestra as a whole, I mean, it really came together because like 2 weeks ago we were playing kind of like offbeat and not exactly together, but we got pretty good.
Yeah, once Katie said, I agree. I think his name was Ryan, the harp.
Yeah.
He like did very, very, very good, especially since like he had to do his own thing. I was like so surprised because I didn't know he would do that. So I was like, that's super cool. And then of course, us as an orchestra, because when you think about it, in 6th grade, we were breaking bow hairs on purpose and running our fingers across the bowstrings and doing very bad things. And that was good. And this is nice.
That explains a lot.
Probably Raven because she
she gets nervous for things, but she still goes through it, and you've stuck with it since 6th grade, I think. And it's just, you haven't given up yet. I don't know.
Probably towards Pablo and Will because they're in front of us, and so whenever we're like events are off track, we run towards them.
Yeah, you kind of stole mine. I was gonna say that too.
Nice St. Tyler for putting up with everybody here.
So I'll agree with James, Jaden, because he didn't actually sound that atrocious without music. And finally, Caleb from Phil, because he's just Caleb. He's great.
Yeah, he's Caleb. Yeah, I gotta agree with that. Caleb was actually the reason I still play cello, because he made me feel so good about myself.
I don't know what that means. I don't know. The whole viola section, I guess. We improved a lot.
You say that every day.
I guess like the whole orchestra, because we're kind of just a family on stage, and it, like you said before, we were comfortable and we were like just casual, and we were just playing together for fun, and I don't think anyone really was forced to be there, I guess.
It was great.
Two people. One is Raven, because she may have anxiety, but she still plays really nicely. And the other person would have to be Miss Wyman, because now he has to deal with us, so she has to deal with us.
And a bunch of middle schoolers.
Guys, remember that you're
Yeah,
only
that's
talking
fine.
if you're holding the baton.
Claire, because she literally kicked butt at this concert, and I'm just very proud of her. Olivia for always trying to help calm my anxiety, even though half the time it doesn't work. But you try, and you're just a small little adorable child, and I'm happy to know you.
I like how Ryan, the harpist, he's the only harpist in the Philharmonic, but he played very good no matter what.
Myself. No, I didn't say Jaden for not playing music. And Miss Bunn for keeping up with my stupidity most of the time.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
hard.
All right, we're gonna do one more, and then I've got something for you guys.
Miss Rumba for recording us and stuff like that. That was very helpful.
That was cool.
And then also all the people in this class that make it unique. Like everyone in the class is different, and I think it's kind of makes a lot of fun.
Her name Elijah almost made me cry.
All right, guys, let's listen to some tumblers. It's gonna be quiet. I'll turn it on.